Hello everyone, welcome back to Budgets and Dreams. My name's Jen and I'm on a journey to pay off £27,000 worth of debt with a goal to pay off £10,000 in this year in 2022. How are you all? I hope you are having a lovely weekend. Despite the very, very sad news that we have had this week in the UK and across the world of our lovely, lovely Queen, I hope everybody is taking the time that they need to come to terms with that news. I don't know about you guys, but it took me by surprise how much the news affected me. So just to let you know, my hearts are with you all if you are feeling a bit low about it, as I am. But onwards and upwards, let's focus on the future, which is going to be odd because I'm now going to start talking about the past, but never mind. So I am sorry that this is a day late. I normally come to you on a Friday, but today is Saturday. I went to my dearest friend's wedding yesterday and it was absolutely fantastic. I would be lying if I said I felt perfectly well right now. I really, really don't. I think the word for how I am feeling today is hanging. But yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. It was such the most wonderful day. She was absolutely beautiful. All of her family and friends and everything are just like the nicest people in the world, and just had the most brilliant time. So I'm normally really like socially anxious for these sorts of things, but yesterday I was just desperately excited for her and for the whole day, and yeah, it was just lovely. In terms of the budget, yeah, different story. Kind of might have got a bit carried away on those espresso martinis again, but they're just so good. What can you do? So without further waffling muchness, let's have a look at the affirmation. So last week's affirmation was, opportunity and abundance is all around me. And yeah, you know how much I really enjoyed this one. I won't go over it all again. But yeah, I hope you guys got something out of this one this week too. Again, excuse me if there's lots of cuts today. I have a very froggy throat from singing and chatting all day yesterday. So this week's affirmation is, I am capable of amazing things. And yeah, I mean, this is just a good one, isn't it? It is just true. I don't know what else to say. All of us are capable of amazing things. And if you feel like you need this affirmation, then wake up every morning, tell it to yourself every morning, and believe it, because you are capable of amazing things. So that is this week's affirmation. So I'll pop that down there as usual. Right then, so let's move on and take a look at last week's spending. Okay, so here we are in September. We have just done the week of the 2nd of September to the 8th of September. Our budget week starts on a Friday and runs to a Thursday. So it all started, as you may or may not remember, it feels like forever ago now, that my son and I went to Thorpe Park last Friday, and we did just have the best time ever. We spent £20 out of summer holidays, and we also spent £3 on some donuts right at the end of the day. But yeah, Thorpe Park was brilliant. My son didn't want to go on any of the crazy roller coasters, and to be fair, neither did I. But we did go on the Flying Fish, which is like a kids roller coaster, 4 times. Yeah, adrenaline junkies are us. It was great. There was no queues. We just kept going on. It was brilliant. So yeah, we did that a lot, and we went on loads of other rides as well. But yeah, we had the best day together. It was so good. On Saturday, I had to get myself some really strong painkillers because I am still suffering with my knee and my ankle. My knee's not too bad, but weirdly, after I updated you all about my right knee, when I landed on that, it wasn't until the pain of that went that I realised that my left ankle was in agony. So I did have to go back down to the urgent care centre for another x-ray, but it's fine. But I have done some quite serious tendon damage on my left ankle, which sucks. But it's okay. It's not holding me back. I did manage to go to the gym on Monday, so that's all good. And that's my goal for this month, is just to get my butt regularly into the gym. I'm not setting myself any targets. It's just make an effort to get there sometimes. So moving forward, if you see a little grey dot over a date, it means I went to the gym. That was medical on that day. Then Sunday, I had bought some more vape juice and we did a bit of buffer and groceries. Monday, I bought some card from Hobbycraft, and sadly, these medical expenses here are technically more buffer expenses, and we had to dip into the medical pot to use as buffer. I had a very low amount of money in our groceries and buffer pots last week, which in hindsight was a bad idea. So yeah, I won't be doing that again. But yeah, so medical we had to use for bufferage. Wednesday, I went to the quiz. I used the rest of my out about money, and I also took a bit of money from going out because a friend of mine joined us for the quiz, and so I wanted to get a bit of food. I can't remember what I got now. Oh, I got a sundae. I did order apple crumble, but they'd run out. All I wanted was custard. Oh, I should have just ordered custard. Oh, now that's come to me. Oh well, I had a sundae. It was really good though. Thursday, I spent £25 on the wedding card and gift for my friend. And again, medical was also a bit of buffer. So I will mention Friday, although it's technically in next week's video. I'll mention it on the 15th. But yes, we did spend an awful lot at the wedding yesterday. So there was £21 on vape, which was vape juice and coils. And the wedding, £62 there just on booze. But it was very good booze, and the person who made my espresso martinis made them properly, and they were beautiful, and I'm ever so grateful because I managed to have energy for the entire day, and that's never happened at a wedding before, ever. So yeah, highly recommend a good espresso martini. Drink responsibly. So yeah, but what that means is we only had a certain amount of cash available to us for that. So we did use the credit card, but I will make sure that all of that money goes back on over the next couple of weeks before the statement gets printed. So you'll see a little tick on this at some point, and that will be because that's been paid off. So yeah, Saturday we've just done normal stuff that we always do on a Saturday, which is buy petrols, groceries, a bit from buffer because we didn't put enough money in groceries. Again, I have learnt my lesson, I won't be doing it again. And we spent a bit of money in pets. So that was the spending done. So let's have a look at the budget. Cool, so this was last week's budget from the 2nd to the 8th of September. We had everything pretty much on plan, really. So the starting balance was £633.66 and we had no additional income. And then our expenses, our bills were £21.49 less than we expected. That was due to our pet insurance. I put it in to be paid this month, but we actually need to renew our pet insurance. So we managed to get some pet insurance, which is about £4 less a month, and it's paid later in the month. So that £21.49 didn't need to come out, so that's cool. My son's spending, I decided I wasn't going to put the £30 into his Go Henry pot because he already had loads in there already. So the way that Go Henry works is you put an amount of money into your parent account pot, and then when they do their tasks and earn their money, you siphon the money from the parent account into their spending account. And then from there, they can choose whether they want to spend it or save it. But there was already like a decent amount in the parent account. So I decided that £30 was better off going somewhere else. And yes, you won't be surprised at where that's gone. So yeah, so then the rest of it was about as we expected. There was £2.30 in other, I think was to do with the tube, possibly when we went to London, can't quite remember now. But yeah, so overall we were £49.19 under budget. Ooh, how lovely. So this week, from the 9th to the 15th of September, we've got a starting balance of £311.38. No expected income other than that. Our bills are £61.16. We are going to put, or rather I already have put, so I did it yesterday before I went to the wedding, £140 into hyperjar. And I was going to stuff with you £110 in cash, but because of the wedding and things, we had to do some juggling. So I'm actually only going to stuff £75 with you today, as the other £35 we used. Not much more I can say about that. So that's the budget. So now let's have a look at hyperjar. So I'm using this format for hyperjar again this week. We had £140 to put into hyperjar, but this is the before, so nothing in buffer and groceries or anything like that. We've got 78p to put over into family meal from spare change. Nothing in ice cream or family fun, nothing in O stuff. We've got £15 in pets and £2 in a jar that's now called pharmacy. So that was called medical, it's now called pharmacy. I'm going to explain a bit more about some juggling of pots and things that I've done over the next couple of weeks. So now let's have a look at the money that we did stuff. So we stuffed the £140, so the wallet is now empty. We put £20 into the buffer, £60 into groceries and £30 into petrol. We moved the spare change over to the family meal, so that now has £13.62. We put £20 into family fun and £10 into pharmacy, and all the other pots have stayed the same. So yeah, that is Hyperjar. Now let's stuff some cash. Right, as ever, we are going to start with the penny savings challenge and our dear floss, but we will not be rolling a dice this week. Sad times, we won't be rolling it at all. The budget's just too tight. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to take this £5 note, and that is going to be my spending for the week, and hopefully I will have some change. So I'm just going to pop that to one side. But what we do have from that extra bit of spending that we did at the wedding yesterday, we've got a whole chunk of change here. So this is all going into Flossie. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, £8 and 20, 31. £8.31 to go into Flossie. So I'm just going to pop that straight into her now. And let's have a look at what we're going to do with it all. So £8.31 to start. I think I'm going to get rid of some of these bigger ones just to see how we get on. So £8.31 minus 361 is 470. So I may as well do another one. If I do that, will I have? Yeah, I can do that. So £3.60 leaves me with £1.10. So I can't do the 66 because that won't leave me with enough. So I'll have to do the £1.10 and it's free. So perfect. 361, 360 and £1.10. Lovely jubbly. Nice bit of progress there. Cool, perfect. Right, I'm going to pop this to one side and we'll stuff some cash. Oh, actually, before I stuff this cash, I wanted to chat to you quickly. I am going to do a Q&A video. I've got a bit more time available to me over the next 2 weeks, and I will explain why in next week's video. But yes, so I'm going to do a Q&A. It's going to be in a couple of weeks' time. So if you have any questions you would like to ask me, anything personal, silly, fun, serious, budget related, non-budget related, anything whatsoever, drop me a comment down below, including your question, and I will try and cover it in the video. Nothing's really off limits, but if anyone asks me a question that I'm not comfortable with, then I'll just let you know. And yeah, there's got to be some things that we hold a little bit personal, I think. But yeah, mostly an open book. So yeah, feel free to ask me absolutely anything. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be really good fun. Oh, but if you do have any questions that you need me to answer like sooner than the video, then just let me know in the message, please can you answer it now or whatever, and I will answer it straight away. Cool, so let's actually stuff some cash now, shall we? So I don't have my cheat sheet, I can't remember anything. One sec. Okay, now I've got my brain glued back on. So exciting things is first, and that is getting £10. So we have 20, 40, 50 in there now. So this is saving up for the panto. So my mum's already bought the panto tickets for me and the rest of the, what feels like the entire massive family. So that's £80 that we're going to pay her back. She has only asked us to pay back half, which is really sweet, but she has her own budget to manage. So I want to pay back the full 80. However, my son really wants to go out for dinner for his birthday. So I had a chat with my mum, and she said she's happy to hold on a little bit for the £80 for the panto tickets. So this £50 is actually going to be going towards a dinner for my son, my husband and myself for my son's birthday on Tuesday. We're going to go to his favourite restaurant, and he's very, very happy about that. And my mum is the bestest. Love you, mum. So that's exciting things. O Clothes is not getting anything. O Clubs is getting £5. It's completely empty until now. There you go, £5 in there. School Holidays not getting anything. There's £70 in there. Interesting though, so we have reduced the amount that we're saving for the school holidays. We had been saving £100 for each of the half terms. And we did a massive review of our budget a couple of weeks ago, which is why I've got some changes coming up next week. And we've decided that's actually too much. There'll be 2 holiday periods that we will save more, and that will be the spring half-term break, the one that's typically in May, and the summer holidays, because that's when the weather's better and there is more things that we'll probably want to go and do that's outside and travel to and whatnot. So we actually only need £50 for the October half-term, which means I've already saved for the October half-term. So yay, go me. So we've got October half-term and £20 towards Christmas already. Bargain. So that's that. That's the little waffle about school holidays. Did I even put the money in there? Oh no, there wasn't any, was there? Right, long term now. First things first is birthday. Birthday is getting £10. So I will pop that in there. So it now has 20, 40, 50, £55 in birthday. Next up is actually the Freedom Challenge. So nothing in car. I still haven't wiped these off. Nothing in car, there's 130 in there. Nothing in Christmas, there's 400 in there. Tech has got 85 and savings is our help to buy placeholders and there's 190 there. So the Freedom Challenge is where I put that £30 that I didn't need to give to my son for spending money. Oh, how exciting. So here we go. I get to stuff it in there instead. I figured there's no point in that £30 sitting around in that account waiting for him to actually decide he wants to do some chores again. So I'm just going to put it in here. So £30 is going in here. 20, 30. Awesome. Oh, I do love stuff in this. It makes me so happy. Ah, cute. So that is the Freedom Challenge done. So now on to my very small bit of personal spending money this week. Cool. So my personal spending binder, whoopsie, is here. So we're going to start with going out. Going out isn't getting anything. Technically in the budget, when I did it before I went to the wedding, it was getting £15, but we spent it, so it's not getting anything. Gym is getting £5 as my little reminder to go to the gym, to the 2 classes I have booked for next week. Yes, not 1, but 2. So fingers crossed this hangover is out of the way by the time I need to go to the first one on Monday. Wish me luck. So gym now has £10, which is really cool. Next up is hair. Hair is getting £10. It's empty at the moment, so it's the last £10 and that's it. So sadly we've got nothing for retreat this week. That's still on 145. Celebration is done all it needs to do for now, so thank you very much, Celebration. Clothes we rarely ever stuff. I am going to save for some Happy Meal savings at one point in the future, but that is not today, sadly. And then savings has just got the £10 that we've got in there from the Penny Savings Challenge and our £100 placeholder for the premium bonds. And I've not had a knock on the door since they've done this month's draw, so I can only assume I'm not a millionaire, but there's always another month. So that is it for today's video, my lovelies. I love you all so very, very much, as you know. So I will catch up with you again next Friday. I'll let you know what my husband and I have done with our budget, and hopefully I'll have time to give you an update on my life, which has gone a bit over the past couple of weeks, but I might not, but hopefully I do. Anyway, shush. So this is this week's affirmation. I am capable of amazing things. And yeah, you really, really are. We all are. Don't know if you just got a glimpse of my pyjamas there. Yes, I am still in my pyjamas and it is, I think, about 4:45. So that's pretty cool. I will see you next week, everyone. I love you. Bye.